morning. It's still good morning, isn't it? Still good morning. It's Good Morning Friday. It's TJIF Friday. It's West Ham Minds channel. It's West Ham Daily News. West Ham Daily News after a long time. Because I keep thinking the transfer news, it's going to close now, isn't it? Let's get back to the West Ham non-transfer daily news. But ain't happening, is it? Ain't quite happening. Ain't happening because we're going to start off with a transfer story, aren't we? It's the Dublin nightclub bouncer, John Egan from Cork. Yeah, he had a trial game yesterday. Played 45 minutes apparently. He had a solid game apparently. We won 5-0. Danny Ings scored a hat-trick. 2 goals from Alan Irvine. So all good, all good. I think the manager wanted to look at some players who obviously are not on international duty and some that are not featuring at the moment for the first team. So hopefully good bit of information and knowledge for the manager. So I think people are overthinking and overcomplicating the John Egan Matip situation. We've had a very, very good transfer window. We've done far more than any one of us would have thought, right? So kudos to the owners and, like I said, Tim Stighton and the manager. News coming through yesterday from one or two sources is that the wages are actually less than what they were last year. Got room for a bit more, so really, really good. Offloaded a lot of players that we were never using. So for me, it's never about how much money you spend or what you buy. It's about how you use those resources. So, and I think Sullivan must have ripped his hair out sometimes where you've put money down for previous managers and signings have not really worked out or they've never really been played. I mean, when you look at, loads of names down, recent 1 or 2, 3 seasons, so many players have not played for various reasons and so much money has gone down the drain. I mean, just talking about Danny Ings, other people like Yamalenko, and many people like that due to injuries, Cornet, various issues where, people have come in, but they've not really featured really, whereas we've signed a lot of players, got rid of a lot of players, and now we've assembled a squad where, of course we're short in 1 or 2 areas, very, very minor, not minor, but 1 or 2 small percentage areas, but largely we've done amazing. And why some people are still concerned and picking on, we don't have any competition where Emerson is, even though Craswell's there, or we don't really have 1 or 2 more strikers we needed, or we don't have the 4th centre back, or blah blah blah. There's blah 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 every club. Every club is never going to be 100% happy, but you've got to look at the whole all-round picture. We've done far better than anyone thought. We've got a manager now where we'd like to think is going to play better football than Moyes, but gradually and slowly we're heading in the right direction, right? But I think people over-complain. I think people overthink situations. Of course, we were never going to solve everything in one window that David Moyes didn't do in the previous 8, 9, 10 windows he had. We can't do it in one window, but we've had a good run. We've had a good shout, right? So Matip, Egan, they're going to be our 4th choice centre backs, right? And we couldn't bring another centre back in. Agerd went, Zuma went. Okay, what else could we do? Matip is only going to have, or Egan is only going to have a 6 to 12 month contract, if that, right? They're not going to really have a contract beyond that. We'll see what happens. Can someone open the door? Sorry about that. Lazy people upstairs always want me to open the Amazon doors. So even if Egan comes in, it's a number through the door. I don't want any youngster in there for now. You saw the video yesterday. My feelings are quite clear. But with John Egan, it's going to be 6 months to 12. If anything, it's going to be about 30,000 a week. I think if you look at the Sean Whetstone kind of information that came out, likely to be around 30k a week. Looking at squad number 12, could be homegrown. Agent is Will Salthouse. So no reason to overcomplicate things. No reason to argue about whether it's Matip, it's Egan, or it's someone younger. It's just the number and experienced player we need through the door. Yeah, so all kicks off with bloody hell parcel deliveries all the time. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, let me get back to the show. Yeah, that Amazon fiasco's finished now. Jesus Christ. So, yeah, it's just a number in to help out. It's an experienced player to help out. We don't really have nothing to lose. If he gets injured, I'm sure there's a clause in there to get out of it. And then in January or next summer, we will hopefully look for a better, longer term alternative. And again, for you guys out there, if there is a player from the youth team that's done really, really well on loan or exceedingly well in under 21s, under 19, 18, whatever league, we'll have a look at them and we'll put them in as and when the manager thinks it's right. Trust the process, trust the manager, right? So I think there's no need to get really your knickers in a twist over John Egan or Matip or whatever. It's a body through the door, experienced guy, good team player, I've heard, good guy, obviously keen to play and that kind of thing, really. So that's kind of that one. What was the other thing going on? Areola's injury doesn't seem to be that serious. He should be back for the Fulham game, so no need to worry about that. Yeah, a lot of people talking about Paqueta in terms of how he's playing. Should he be dropped? Should he be moved? What system we should play going forward? I'm going to be doing a show on what system we should be playing later on today. And I want to keep it separate, but I do have a lot of things to say about what people are thinking, what they're saying, and obviously my view, and we'll back that view up in terms of what formation we should play going forward. And having said that, this manager is very flexible, that he'll play more than one formation. The team will change week to week and during a game, right? But what I will say in that show is what I think should be considered, should be looked at, and hopefully that team I put out there, the formation I will explain to you, will tick a lot of those boxes, really. I think that's about it. It's just my views on Egan. Don't get your knickers in a twist. Don't overthink the situation. Very, very short term. Hopefully we just get the right person in. There is no youth player that the manager thinks is ready to do it, so just leave it at that. Areola injury not so serious, and we'll chat about Paqueta. One thing actually forgot to mention is apparently people talking about Guillermo, the Brazilian guy. What's going on with him? My feelings were that with Guillermo and Somerville, at the moment it looks like, which I don't agree with, is that they're being eased in to next year cover for Kudos if and when he's gone next summer. If he goes largely, I think he'll be gone, but that's what the players are thinking. But I don't agree with that. If you look at the money spent on Fulkrug, Guillermo, Somerville, that's 60-70 million that's not really playing in the team. Is that what West Ham can afford? I don't think so. So I think the club needs to think about that. And then obviously there's one or two confirmed news or things out there. Guillermo is actually faster than Mbappe on one or two websites. So bear that in mind, that he has got pace and he was clocked in the Brazilian training camp in terms of being faster than Mbappe. So yeah, think about that, really. Think about that. Anyway, I'm going to let you get on with your lunchtime, whatever you guys want doing, and I'll be back shortly with a video on West Ham team formations going forward. So take care. Have a good day.